Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue a game of Revenant Saga on Nintendo Switch. Oh, wait, I think I had to leave here if I remember right. Julia was nowhere at the branch. She must have been taken to the sanctum with the others amidst the chaos. We need to head east from Esperance to get there. I'm just glad it has this feature in there. Sometimes it takes me a couple days to get to these games again. In fact, I don't really feel that there's any reason why a modern RPG can't have a little summary there on where to go next. I mean, I feel that should be just a standard feature. Yeah, because unfortunately I don't have time for the 100% dedication to the games. I wish I did. But this is not a money-making activity. So, yeah, we all need to live. Is it too quiet, or is it just my imagination? It's definitely not. There's nobody here. How can that be? Excuse us, but is anyone home? Maybe they all went out to lunch. No, someone is coming. It can't be. Dr. Moreau? I thought he was supposed to be dead. I see. So you have become a revenant yourself. That is right. I managed to summon a demon soul prior to my demise, and I have resurrected as a half-revenant. As you know, revenants are immortal. That is, unless they are a special revenant, like us, who are able to harness the power of an amulet to kill them. And this time we kill you for good. No, this time it will be you who dies. Julia, is that really you? I will not let you kill the doctor. Julia, what are you doing pointing your weapon at us? Can't talk, sorry. Julia, what are you doing pointing your weapon at us? Don't you know who we are? Do not act like we know each other. Julia. Julia is no longer who you think she is. She has been reborn as my beloved daughter. Reborn? What do you mean? The demon soul that once resided in her is no more. Wait, so you put a new one inside her to destroy her mind? You sick and twisted old man. Silence! You know nothing! If Julia had not become a revenant, she would have died. No, she's no longer alive. Unlike you, Julia is a living dead. Fight, Albert. Huh? That voice in my head, it's... You must kill me. You can't expect me to do that, Julia. Albert! Please, stop me from harming anyone. Julia! What are you doing, Bruno? We have to kill her. I can't. I won't. And how do you suggest we save her? Stewing in your emotions will not solve this. We must lay Julia to rest first and then defeat Valderin and Dr. Moreau to put an end to everything. Bruno's right, Albert. You must fight me. Julia. I'm sorry, Julia. But this is the end for you. You can't be agreeing with Bruno, Albert. I can't do it. I can't fight Julia. Julia has to feel the same way inside, Esther. What person takes joy in fighting against their companions? Even so, we have to fight. We have to stop the suffering of any more innocent people. Now stand back, and I'll deal with this myself. That will not be necessary to bear the burden of sadness alone. I will bear it with you. Bruno. No, I can't let the two of you do this without me either. Real companions are ones who share both joy and sadness. And why I have to face this too. Thanks, Esther. Let's do this, Julia. Oh god, are you going to be hard to fight? Oh yeah, you are. Great. Julia! Julia, I believe the real you is still in there somewhere. What nonsense is this? Did you not hear she was reborn? The Julia you know no longer exists in this world. Julia! What's the matter, Julia? What's happening to her? Julia's fighting against the demon inside her. Impossible! Julia is dead, and a new soul has been placed within her. The Julia you know is gone. Now get up and kill them, my daughter. Then we will live together again, like old times. Stop it. You can do it, Julia. Julia! Don't give in, Julia. I can feel their words in my heart. Albert. Julia. Julia, do you intend to choose that lad over me, your own father? I was the one who joined hands with Valderin and the demons to research Revenants and bring you back from the dead. Yet you... That's your ego talking, Dr. Moreau. What? You didn't resurrect Julia for her. You did it to satisfy your pride. And at the cost of so many others' lives. Because of it, Julia has been forced to shoulder the pain of all those who died so she could live. You're the one who did it to her. What? Are you trying to say I'm the one to blame in all this? Oh, Julia. I'm sorry, Julia. Please forgive me. You were manipulated by Valderin and the demons to do what they wanted. Be that as it may, you will receive no sympathy here. Your crimes against humanity are unforgivable. You are right. And tell us what Valderin's plotting to do next. He intends to use Esther's body. My body? For what? He intends to bring about the advent of the Demon King, Helel. However, in order to do so, he will need a vessel able to bear the soul of such a powerful being. For that, you appear to be the perfect candidate. However, if I am gone, it will be impossible for Valderin to transform you into a Revenant, even if he succeeds in summoning Helel's soul here. The technology surrounding the creation of Revenants is the one thing I never gave to him. It was the only weapon I had against him. Now, Albert. It is time you ended my life. You and those with you are the only ones who can kill a Revenant like myself. And if I die, so will do Valderin's ambitions. Now do it. Vanquish me, Albert. I have always been weak, and if left alive, there is no telling if I will be used by Valderin again. Dr. Moreau, it's because of you so many people close to me are dead, and I have become the monster I am. I have lived, fueled by my hatred towards you, and for that, I'd intended to kill you. On the other hand, you're Julia's father, and because of it, You are a kind lad. And knowing Julia has someone like you at her side to bear her up, I can now die in peace. Dr. Moreau. I'm sorry, Julia. No, I'll do it. Julia. 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 But why? I see now. You're doing it for them, so they do not have to bear the burden. In the end, it seems I have only increased the burden and pain you must bear. What a fool I have been. Forgive me, Julia. And farewell, my beloved daughter. Farewell, Dr. Moreau. Farewell, Father. How undeserving I am to be called that after all I have done. How many years has it been? Thank you, Julia. I pray you will find happiness. Julia. The premiere should be inside here. We need to hurry, Albert. Right. I can't find the words to give her the comfort she needs right now, so maybe it's best I let her work it out in her heart and find the peace she needs. Oh, she has no weapon. She's just beating the crap out of me. Buster Sword. Oh, I was picking on Esther. Okay, almost down those stairs. Nimble necktie? Everything is down except for defense. Yeah, I think I'm okay. All sorts of places to go. Alright, well. Yikes. No thanks. I don't see keyhole anywhere. Okay. Uh-oh. Ah, damn it. Didn't realize they'd killed her. Perhaps this is where Julia was. We've got no time to waste. Huh. Isn't that... I better make sure. You're... Sophia. Hello, Albert. Sophia. You mean the one who had the vision from before? It's really you, isn't it? How have you been? I bet by now you've become a strong Valkyrie, haven't you? I had wanted to fight with you. Me too. And given the circumstances, we can. Right. Watch out. Ah. What's going on, Sophia? Why did you suddenly try to attack Esther? Did you not hear me? I said I wanted to fight with you. Don't tell me you're... It would appear she has been turned into a revenant. Sophia! It's no use. She has already been possessed. Our only choice is to vanquish her. Why does it have to be this way? Esther, we already made our decision to see this through, right? To overthrow Valderon's ambitions and defeat everybody who stands in our path until all revenants have been vanquished. And that goes for you too, if you want to try to stop us, Sophia. Kisha! Oh, sorry, she can't heal herself. Ah. No. Esther, Julia, you know what to do. Yes, it's time to release her from her mortal prison. Be gone. I'm sorry, Sophia. Goodbye. And thank you. Sophia. Why has it come to this? It would appear even the Valkyries are now being turned into revenants. Then could it be the Premier is... Doubtful. With Dr. Moreau out of the picture, no new revenants should be able to be created. Neither did he mention anything of the like. Then we have to hurry, find the Premier, and get out of this place. Right. After this fight. Bust the signal. Let's see. As fast to evade normal attacks. That's capacity steel. Critical rates. Did I take a left at Albuquerque? I don't know what all the symbols mean. That's right, it was the bloody knife that had all the really cool stuff. Damage dealt by normal attacks divided by the number of party members or short to the party's HP. Let's see, how much worse is that? 22? It's too useful to do without it, honestly. Sawtooth chakram, huh? Oh. Let's see, how am I doing on the shop here? I've got 200p. Experience increased 100%. Oh. Attacks the number of times in proportion to the HPs in the tens digit. Ah. Meanwhile, Esperance Castle, the throne room. It appears Albert and party swept all the revenants from the castle in their flight. It's like I said, Horace, they weren't the ones responsible for murdering my father. However, I witnessed them with my own eyes as they transformed into those revenants. I saw too, but they were the ones who drove out the other revenants from the castle. Now remove them from the fugitive list at once. As you wish, Your Highness. However, before that we must recover the body of your father. I have urgent news. The castle has been searched in its entirety, but His Majesty's corpse has turned up missing. That cannot be. Father. Oh. Is that going further? Do I need to go here first? Let's see, I think I can buy another one of those rings, right? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, big circle. Okay. Oh, might be over from the side. Yeah, okay. I was like way back there that I found that. It's the premiere. It's to the rescue. It's the premiere. No, I still feel a pulse. What a relief. The premiere's coming around. Oh, are you all right? Albert. It would seem the sanctum has fallen into Valdoran's hands. Not to mention, all the Valkyries here have been turned into revenants. It would be wise for you to hide yourself somewhere safe until you can rendezvous with any remaining others. Understood. I will do as you suggest. Then let us leave this place at once. Right, let's go. Ugh. Your Holiness, why did you... That would be because the Premier is on our side. Valdoran! It appears we were too late. If we had only arrived sooner. Sooner? You still do not understand, do you? Understand what? Remove your mask, Premier. Yes, Master Valdoran. Anna, but that's impossible. It's been a while, hasn't it, Albert? So, you know each other, do you? We were childhood friends when I was human. This is the Anna you were telling us about? Anna is one of those who were turned into revenants 2 years ago. And since she has received a vision, she was the perfect revenant to infiltrate the Order. Proclaiming my revenant powers were of Restoria, it was easy to gain the trust of those in the Order. Then, when the former Premier died, I claimed his position for myself. And killed any who opposed me. As you can see, the one leading the Order is on my side. As for those medicine Valkyries, they were dispatched to where I had revenants lying in wait to dispose of them. Like them, we had also attempted to do the same with you, but you proved surprisingly resourceful. Thus the reason we had to go to this extreme. I regret having been manipulated in this way. That is proof we were much smarter than you. But now, knowing the truth, you cannot be allowed to live. And as you already know, we are in need of Esther's body. Given that, the remaining 3 of you must die. I won't be Halo's vessel. Dr. Moreau is dead, too. Without the technology to create revenants, even if you summon... Regarding that, you have nothing to worry about, as we are in possession of the said technology. You should have realized this earlier when you fought against my latest Valkyrie revenant, Sophia. So it was you who did that to her? Yes, because the doctor refused. Owing to it, however, we had to use many more Valkyries as test subjects than we would have. I almost felt as if we were wasteful using so many. Isn't there anything we can do, Magnus? No. Even if you allowed me to possess your body, it would not help. She was equal in strength to you. It is likely the same for Bruno. You should realize you are in this mess due to your inability to see through this ruse, and I am now doomed to die, too. Master Valderin, further preparations still await. Shall we not make an end of these 3? Yes, let us see to it. Now I bid you an everlasting farewell. What was that? What just happened? I will not allow you to harm these 4. You are Balder, but how is it you survived? What is that? That light? Leave them to me. Knowing you are yet alive means you are still a threat to our plan. Which means this time I will make sure you are dead. I'll leave the rest in your hands, children of Restoria. Are you finally awake, Albert? Magnus, where is this? I am unsure. However, I am certain it is far from the sanctum. That means both you and I are still alive. Where are Balder and the others? And Anna, too. I can't believe she was a Revenant and was cooperating with Valderin. But right now I need to find everybody in order to stop her. At present, Albert is alone. He will need to find his companions. But first, treasure. Bruno, where is this? I'm not sure myself. But we need to find everybody ASAP. Bruno, join the party. Party. But first, treasure. Albert. Julia, am I ever glad to see you? It was scary. You're going to be all right. That I promise you. Esther is all we have left to find. Now let's hurry and look for her. Thermal vest, huh? Deals 3 times the damage received by the attacker. It's defense 77 though. That's a tough one. Deals 3 times the damage, but you also take a bunch of damage. Buster Sickle. Esther. Albert, I see everyone's with you too. I'm glad to see you're alright. Yes, but Baldur. If he hadn't saved us, we'd all be dead right now. We have to help him. Yeah, let's go. What's wrong, Bruno? Don't tell me you're against going back. No. However, we must first grasp our current situation in order to help him. To do that, we must first know where it is we are. I suppose that's true. But speaking of, where is this? We should look for clues. Julia's right. Let's have a look around and see what we come up with. Albert, is this a letter? Yeah, but who wrote it? It might be a clue. Let us open it and see. Don't even think about it. We have no right to be reading somebody else's personal letters. I might agree if it wasn't addressed to us. It's addressed to us? From who? Baldur. By the time you read this letter, I will undoubtedly be no longer alive in this world. Nevertheless, I suspect the demons will be out in full force attempting to take over the world. If you are to have any prospect of victory, you must have the courage to contend with them. You must also not expect divine intervention. You may be wondering why that is. It is because Restoria trusts you can overcome any trial yourselves. Therefore, believe in him and believe in your own strength. Now, this is my last revelation to you. To achieve victory, you must pass the final trial. When you have successfully done so, you will be endowed with strength equal to the divine. I have prepared a ship for you at the southern end of the island. Use it to reach the Cave of Trials. You must attempt to face the demons without passing this trial, or you will fail. Of this I am certain. I believe in you and that you can accomplish this task. May Restoria's divine providence be upon you. Baldur Baedeker. Oh, that's his name, huh? Baldur. What do you think about this whole trial thing, Bruno? Though the Sanctum was taken unawares, that last attack was more powerful than any before it. Therefore, it is suitable to say if we attempt to fight Valdrin and his army, we would have no chance of victory. Then should we undergo the trial? I believe we should. It's thanks to Baldur's instructions I was able to gain this new power myself. Well, I have no doubt what he said in that letter is true. I agree. At this point, we need all the strength we can get. In order to stop Anna, too. Then let's go look for Baldur's ship. Something that size has to be near the water. What do we have here? Customers? If you're looking for Baldur, he's out at the moment. I should warn you, there could be monsters or revenants out hiding in the shadows, so you might want to buy something just to be on the safe side. Baldur is no more, but it wouldn't be right of us to tell them and make them more worried than they already are. Thanks. We'll be sure to shop for what we need. Let's see. Dragon Katana is 160. What do I have? Damage against dragons 1.5. I feel like I have to buy this thing anyway. I don't quite equip that one yet. Super Tailor is 154. Oh. Nowhere near that much base damage. Ah, drat, of course. Don't think so. Boy, you drop a lot of gold. Must have like the crappiest wallet in the world. Ah, there's just up there. Of course there is. Whichever way I pick is, you know, not the right way. Seems like. Oh, this area is big. It's a Royal brand 22, huh? Let's see, I guess. Oh, not as good. Doesn't only attacks one thing at once. That's no fun. Royal dagger, huh? Doesn't have that starburst ability though. The healing ability is really what I care about. It's more valuable than doing a lot of damage. Can't believe we're fighting brown turds now. Boy, we're not really getting better items anymore. There's a ship out there by the shore. You're right, it is a ship. Let's go have a look. Wow, would you look at that ship? Yeah, it's a fine piece of craftsmanship, all right. But who's going to sell it? I, for one, don't have any experience. Me neither. Well, we've got Bruno here, and he seems like he's got enough knowledge in that head of his to do it. I despise ocean faring. Or should I say the ocean itself? That wasn't what you said the last time you sailed on a ship. That was then. Don't tell me you can't swim. Is that a problem for you? Wow, I never would have imagined. I can sail the ship. Maybe. I learned how a long time ago. Really? Then that'll be a big help. Now, where's this cave of trials anyway? Those who seek to undergo the trials to become stronger first travel south to this continent by ship, and there you'll find an island waiting to receive you. When you have realized your weakness and overcome it, you will be endowed with power to vanquish the darkness. I believe in the power of the human heart and its desire for justice. Therefore, I entrust this world to you. Was that a revelation from Restoria? It appears he has always been with us. To be quite honest, I was under the impression Restoria was a vengeful being. Be careful what you say. Just listen for a second, will you? I thought that because he gave certain people these visions, revelations, and stigmatas without ever stepping in himself. But then I realized the reason he did it was because he truly believes in us and our strength. That's right, and we're not about to let the Demon King, Hallel, take over the world. In the name of Restoria, we will drive all evil from it. First, we need to overcome our final trial. Julia's right. Now let us use our map as we head south in search of this island. There's still one thing bothering me, Albert. What's that? While we were at Codian Fortress, I saw a small island to the east of it. However, islands like that are probably everywhere. I saw a village there. An island with a village? In that case, it may be worth checking out. The Cave of Trials is more important. And how about we visit this island later? Yeah, we can find some time to do it. Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap, watching Revenant Saga on Nintendo Switch. I'm really enjoying it. I hope you folks out there are enjoying it as much as I do. You know, the Chemical games may not have the greatest engine. You know, it can't even run at 30 hertz, much less 60 hertz. But they all have really interesting stories, and they can have some fairly complex battle systems and stat systems, so there's always something interesting to do and to see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.